What's up, YouTube? This is Galactic God. I'm coming at you today with a deck list. This is going to be my Junk-Tengu Doppel Plant kind of deck. This is version 3.0. This is set up now for the new format. The other deck list I had was for the previous one. So this is kind of what I've been using for my Junk Doppel Tengu blah 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 kind of deck for this new format so far. There's a couple interesting tech choices that I used in there, so it's a little different than the last one that you might have seen in one of my videos. But overall, still pretty consistently the same. Let me go ahead and get right into it. We have, of course, 3 Tengu, 2 Junk Synchron, and then 1 Quickdraw. Here's kind of an interesting tech, kind of a throwback. I've been trying him out. I kind of like him, and I kind of don't all at the same time. And I guess I'll get a little bit more to that later on. We also got 2 Rykos for your Junk Synchron, and then 2 Dopplewarriors. Of course, for also Junk Synchron, your Plant Engine, you got your Glow Up Bulb, a Dandylion, new Holographic Spore, and Lonefire Blossom. You also got your now 1 Debris Dragon. I've been kind of thinking about taking him out. Hasn't been as consistent or working for me quite as well as he used to, so we'll see. New tech choice that I've been trying out a lot at the encouragement of some of my buddies was Level Eater. This card has been amazing for me so far. Works really nicely with Quickdraw, actually, when you're trying to go into maybe some of the synchros other than Drill Warrior. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I'll get to that in a little bit too. Of course, we have 2 Effect Veilers right now. I might go down to 1. I might go up to 3. I've been bouncing around with how many Effect Veilers to use. So we'll see. I think 2 is kind of my favorite for this deck so far. 1 Gorz. I'm also trying out 1 Sorcerer in the deck, as well as my BLS, so I can get a little bit more of that extra chaos oomph. It's been working out pretty good. I haven't had, really a high percentage of dead draws, getting them in the first hand before I've had a chance to set up. Usually I get, so far, luckily pretty, at least mid-game. And sometimes, you do get them, early, but, it can't really be helped. But a lot of times I'm able to play through it really fast and get my lights and darks in the graveyard. And that's it for my monster count. On to spells, we have our kind of staples: Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and I like playing with the 3 MSTs. I think it works really well, especially with so many Starlight Roads I see out there, bouncing around everywhere. I've been getting really cautious about using the heavy, so I prefer the 3 MSTs, I think, and that's definitely the way to go, at least in my opinion. I'm also playing 2 Pot of Dualities in the deck, as well as 1 Pot of Avarice. I got my Foolish. Mind Control helps out so much this format so far. I can't believe how well it's been going for me. 1 for 1. The next few cards are kind of a little more techy. They're really volatile. Reinforcement, and I'm playing 2 tunings, even though I've only got 3 targets for it. Kind of increases the speed factor and discards a card. You got to be really careful when playing these cards, even Pot of Avarice as well. Mind Crush is running rampant this format, so using these cards at the right time is really key. So the 3 MSTs also helps out with that, of eliminating Mind Crushes that might be hiding back there, Trap Dustshoot, all that kind of crap. They're still really great cards for adding. Thunder King gives you problems, of course, but you should hopefully be able to play around Thunder King. He's been around a very long time, so you should know the tricks for that. But he will stall you up a little bit, of course, because then you can't add to your hand. And, please be aware of the Mind Crush. Don't just play these cards blindly. Otherwise, they will kind of bite you in the ass. Alright, that's it for the spells. Traps, we got kind of just a small basic lineup. Dustshoot, my own Starlight Road. Torrential, I'm still digging. And then my 2 proxy Solemn Warnings until I get the real ones back, in the tins in a little bit. I got rid of my real ones, so I've just been proxying them out until I get the real ones in. But they will soon be there, so you can take that for whatever. So this is the trap line I kind of like. You can definitely go with some Mind Crushes in here instead of the warnings. Although I have kind of really been digging back on warnings. A lot of people thought they were going to be kind of dead before, with MST and heavy, but I still like them in there. I think they're still working really good. They're definitely not. I'm never sat in when I draw it, unless, of course, it's super late game and I'm friggin' dying my ass off. It's not going to help, but hopefully that's not the case. Anyways, that's my trap lineup for that. On to the extra deck. You have your Exceeds, 1 Steel Swarm, 1 number 39 Utopia, 1 number 17 Leviathan Dragon, and of course, the Sea Dragon. I think it's kind of almost staple-ish lineup for Exceeds in your extra deck, depending on, of course, what you're playing, but rank 4 and rank 3 are pretty easy to get to, I think, in this deck, especially with Mind Control. I can go into a lot of them pretty easily. Steel Swarm Roach wrecks a lot of decks, unless they got their Dark Hole or something else to get around it. I've been digging him a lot lately. Liviar, of course, Gray. 17 is great for if you need to get that push for the hits. Same thing with 39. Pretty good. They all got kind of their uses at their own time. Okay, as for Synchros, we got, of course, Formula, Allied Justice Catastor, TG Hyper Librarian. I'm digging Orient Dragon lately. He's been working pretty decent for me. Drill Warrior, of course, he's in there because of Quickdraw, but depending on how I might change the deck, he may or may not be in there still. We got Brionac, Black Rose, Junk Destroyer. This is also mostly in there for Quickdraw. I'm able to usually get to him with Quickdraw, so it makes a good alternate target. Can blow up multiple cards, which could be bad, I've noticed, if Starlight Road is on the field. It kind of gives me a little bit of an issue. It's another reason why the whole Quickdraw engine might come out. We also have Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, and of course Trishula. Some of the cards I keep bouncing in and out with is Armory Arm and Ancient Fairy Dragon. Just so I have another level 7. Only got 1 in there right now, so I've been kind of bouncing back and forth, getting him in and out, try testing him out. Armory Arm's good for a synchro climb, with your formula and whatever else you might have on the field. There's a lot of tokens in the deck, so I'm really thinking about trying to get him back in there. I do like Quickdraw because of the easy, good, quick, fast special summon, but if he does come out, then I'm able to also remove, a Junk Destroyer and Drill Warrior from the extra deck, which would easily free up space for these two. So I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, I have been kind of digging the Drill Warrior combo, kind of a nice little throwback to past formats, and a lot of times it works out pretty well. Usually not really that bad of a dead draw. I've been kind of digging them a lot lately, so we'll see how it goes. But right now, that's kind of how it stands. So I guess that's about it for my Junk Tengu, whatnot kind of deck, plant, whatever you want to call it. That's my deck for it, and just remember to go ahead and leave me a comment on what you think of it, how you think it could be improved, and all that kind of good stuff. I'd love to hear some good feedback. And I guess that's about it for now. This is Galactic God, out.